Alright, basic hand strikes. There's 4 punches that we use. The jab, the straight, the hook, and the uppercut. Now in those punches we're going to use a fist. And to make a fist, you start out by extending your hand, roll the fingers in, drop the thumb, and there's your fist. Okay, the striking part that you use is right here. Do not use the outside part. Use that part right there. Alright, the 4 punches, the jab, straight, hook, uppercut. Alright, the jab we'll start with comes off of the lead hand. Okay, let's go to our left foot forward stance. And that makes our left hand the lead hand. The jab comes off the lead hand. Very simple. The jab is a direct punch, and that it goes from point A to point B. Okay, there's no in and out, up and down. It's straight in. Okay, jab, point A, point B. Now notice for the most part, when we do a jab, our shoulder doesn't even move. Just extend. You just all you do is extend that fist. Alright, so that's the jab. Second punch is a straight. The straight comes off the rear hand. So let's have our lead hand, a rear hand. That jab came off of the lead hand. Straight comes off the rear hand. And that just, again, is a direct punch, point A, point B. But the difference is this time our shoulder's coming with it. So that's the power punch. Okay. I do it straight on. I'm in a left foot forward stance. Jab, straight. Alright. Third punch is the hook. I'm going to stay straight on for this. The hook comes off that lead hand, just like the jab does. I'm in a left foot forward stance. I'm going to do a hook. And what the hook does is come around the corner horizontally into the side. Okay, that's the hook. Alright, do it from the side. I'm in a left foot forward stance. Got the jab, straight, hook. Hook comes around the corner right into the side. Alright, that fourth punch is the uppercut. The uppercut comes off the rear hand. So from here, I've got my lead hand, my rear hand. I'm in a left foot forward stance. On the uppercut, I'm going to drop my rear hand and come back up. Doing it straight on. Okay, bring this down a bit. Alright, lead hand, rear hand. I'm going to do an uppercut. I'm going to drop it and come right underneath the chin. Okay, I don't like to do a big wind up. I just drop it and come in because I want to be quick. Alright, so got the jab, straight, hook, uppercut. Let me do that from a right foot forward stance. Now my right hand's lead hand. Jab, straight, hook, uppercut. Alright. In several rounds we take the gloves off and we use our bare hand techniques. Alright, we do not use a fist on the bare hand techniques. We use in place a palm heel. Okay, to make a palm heel, put your fingers up, crunch them down, and crunch that thumb into the side. And when I say crunch, now I made this part of my hand tight. That's tight. Okay, the striking area is the heel of the palm, right in the middle. Not out in the end, right in the middle. That's what you're striking with. Alright, on our palm heel strikes, if we hear jab, we're going to come straight out and just do the same thing as a fist in that jab punch. Okay, that's the straight jab. That's the straight. On a hook or the ear, I'm going to come in with a chop. Now the chop is take that palm heel, turn it over on its side, and strike with this part right there. When you're doing a chop, don't use the fingers. Right here, the fat part of that hand, that's what you use for the chop. Okay, and we use that on our ear target. Right. The other bare hand technique we use is a ridge hand. Take that, put your palm down, curl the thumb in. That comes in from the side. The palm heel, or the ridge hand we're doing now, comes off of the lead hand. And the striking area is right here. Okay, we use that as a ridge hand to the ribs. Remember, that comes off of the lead hand. Alright, and the last technique we have here is the overhead elbow. The overhead elbow comes off of the rear hand. Alright, it's the rear elbow. I'm in a left foot forward stance now. My left hand's out in front, my left foot's out in front. Okay, the overhead elbow comes off of the rear hand, or in this case the rear elbow. And that's going to come over and circle over the top into the middle of the target. Alright, looking straight on, it's vertical, right down over 12 o'clock. So on a rear overhead elbow, I'm going to come here, boom. Okay, now I'll go to a right foot forward stance. Now my left elbow is back. And I come vertical over, and I come right down, right through the middle of the target. Alright, that's our basic hand strikes.